Hi, everyone, and welcome to Lower Haynesville Wesleyan Church, or LHWC. We are so happy to have you here today. I am Pastor Peggy, and I have with me Paul Lemon. Paul is a local member of our congregation and sort of a local resident here. Paul, tell us a little bit about your story and how you come to be in Lower Haynesville.
Thanks, Pastor Peggy, and welcome everyone. Yeah, I bought a house just about a kilometer from the Crabbe Mountain ski hill, which is just above our Lower Haynesville, where we are with this church. And I'll mention about that in a minute, but I bought the house in 1988 for purpose of skiing, and 2 years ago moved up here as a full-time resident and absolutely love it. Now, the interesting thing, Peggy, is that for a few years after I had bought the property, I had repetitive dreams. And that repetitive dream was that the world was in some kind of state of chaos. I didn't know what it was, and that I had moved here full time. And I saw in that dream that I actually was part of this church in a material way.
Wow.
And so I find that interesting. That I guess the event was the pandemic, and I'm living here full time, loving it, and loving being part of this church. It's a wonderful church.
And what do you like about this church the most, do you think?
Well, the church is its people, right?
Yes.
Now, the significance, though, is that this church was built in 1889. It's a very old church. Now, the house that I bought and live in now was built in 1891. So they're probably some of the oldest structures. The parsonage, we are trying to figure out the date on that, but these would be certainly the oldest structures in Lower Haynesville, on the Central Haynesville Road. So to give you a perspective, Lower Haynesville and the area has about 600 residents population. And there's been a significant amount of growth at Crabbe Mountain ski hill, which is about 4 kilometers from the church. And just in the past year, we've seen significant investment, but we've seen significant investment by residents. They've built probably in the order of around 50 new homes, very expensive properties up there. In fact, there's an 82-acre subdivision being built off Skiers Lane.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a lot of growth. And next year, 2023, the Canada Winter Games is hosted by Prince Edward Island, and they don't have ski hill. So they have partnered with Crabbe Mountain for all the downhill ski events. So we're seeing improvements in the infrastructure. We're going to see a lot more population growth here and a lot more investment. So we're excited. And what that does for the church is that we're trying to replant it. Revitalization to make this the beacon, the pillar, the lighthouse to the community.
But some of the things that we have coming up is our motto, which is to reach out and connect. And we have some upcoming things that we want to do. We want to do a drive-in movie night in the fall. We want to start a men's breakfast, going to be led by Paul. And we also have some Christmas things that are coming up. And again, to build one thing on the other, we will be getting ready to relaunch the church in September, which we're really excited and hoping to have a barbecue with some games and maybe even get our MLA to come and sit in a dunk tank. So all of these small things will lead to something bigger, which is for us to reach out and connect, but to make disciples in Lower Haynesville, to be, like Paul said, the beacon for this community. So we're really excited about that. And we need your help. We are reaching out to the fuller body of Christ for help. We need help. We need prayer partners is our number one thing, because everything that is done within Christ starts with prayer. So we need prayer partners. We need people to come on board and say, yes, we will be praying for you. The second, we need our pledges. We need people to pledge with us to help us, because these repairs are going to cost money.
And as we know, God can move mountains, and he's the author of all things. And so our request, while it sounds big in the grand scheme of life, it's nothing.
No.
But the impact that we can make by preserving the history and the heritage here and being that beacon in the community is tremendously important. We do need to support the help of some area churches or partners, to help us with the objectives that we have.
Mm-hmm. And we need your partnership, because these events that we have coming up in the fall are going to need personnel. We need help. We need for you to commit to a day or maybe a couple of days to be able to come up to Lower Haynesville. We're about 40 minutes north of Fredericton.
Correct.
Yeah, north of Fredericton. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive. We need people that would come and to help us connect with our community. We need people to help us reach out. So, if you have a small team at your church that would be willing to come and to help us barbecue or sing songs or maybe even sit in a dunk tank. So we are looking forward to you guys praying, pledging, and partnering with Lower Haynesville Wesleyan Church. So we thank you for your time. We thank you for watching our video, and reach out and connect with us.
God bless you.
Go with God. Bye.
Bye.